Have you ever found yourself reflecting on the past, wishing you had made different choices? As we grow older, every decision we make has the power to either enrich our lives with meaning and fulfillment, or slowly drain away our happiness and well-being. The reality is, some mistakes might seem minor at first, but over time they can snowball into serious issues, leading to loneliness, financial hardship, and even preventable health problems. In today's video, we're diving into 5 of the most common mistakes people make in their later years, mistakes that can quietly unravel their quality of life. Some of these might shock you because they happen so gradually that most people don't even realize the damage until it's too late. But once you're aware of them, you'll be in control. You'll have the power to make better decisions, avoid unnecessary regrets, and create a future filled with vitality and purpose. Stick with me until the end, because this isn't just about avoiding pitfalls. It's about making sure your golden years are truly golden. We'll break down these 5 mistakes, why they happen, and, most importantly, how you can avoid them. So, if you're ready to take charge of your future and make the most of your later years, let's get started. Mistake number 1: neglecting physical health. One of the most damaging yet overlooked mistakes in old age is letting physical health take a back seat. It doesn't happen overnight. It starts subtly. Skipping a short walk here, choosing processed foods instead of nourishing meals there, and before you know it, these small habits compound. As energy levels dip and mobility decreases, many people assume it's just an inevitable part of aging. But here's the truth. Much of the decline associated with getting older isn't just due to age. It's due to inactivity, poor nutrition, and ignoring early warning signs. Ever felt stiff after sitting too long? Noticed your balance isn't quite what it used to be? That's your body sending you signals. Movement is everything. The less you move, the harder it becomes to stay active. And before long, everyday tasks, getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, even reaching for something on a high shelf, start feeling like a challenge. Weakened muscles lead to poor balance, increasing the risk of falls, one of the biggest threats to older adults. A single fall can lead to injuries that take months to heal, or worse, permanently alter your quality of life. Take Henry, for example. At 74, he considered himself in decent shape. But little by little, he started skipping his daily walks. A few months later, standing for long periods felt exhausting, and his knees started aching. By the time he realized how much strength he had lost, even short walks left him winded. It took him months to regain what he had lost, and he often wished he had never let himself slow down in the first place. Another major mistake: ignoring nutrition. Many seniors assume that since they are eating less, nutrition isn't as important. But as the body ages, it actually requires more of certain nutrients, like protein for muscle preservation, calcium for bone strength, and fiber for digestion. Relying on processed foods, skipping meals, or eating whatever's convenient can lead to deficiencies that make you feel sluggish, weaken your immune system, and even contribute to chronic conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes. And then there's avoiding regular checkups. Too many people skip the doctor unless something feels seriously wrong. But here's the problem. Issues like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and early-stage osteoporosis often have no obvious symptoms. By the time you feel something is off, the damage might already be done. Being proactive with your health means catching problems early, when they're still manageable, not waiting until they're impossible to ignore. The good news? It's never too late to turn things around. Even small changes, like adding just 15 minutes of walking to your day or swapping out processed snacks for whole foods, can make a massive difference. Light strength training, even with resistance bands, helps maintain muscle and prevent frailty. Prioritizing regular checkups can catch issues before they become serious. Taking care of your body isn't about fearing aging. It's about making sure you can continue living fully, doing what you love, and staying independent for as long as possible. Number 2. disconnecting from friends and family. One of the most devastating mistakes people make as they age is pulling away from social connections. At first, it might not seem like a big deal. You skip a few gatherings, stop making calls as often, or assume others are too busy to visit. But over time, this quiet withdrawal can lead to something far more dangerous: loneliness, depression, and a rapid decline in both mental and physical health. Humans thrive on connection. It's not just about companionship, but about purpose, engagement, and emotional well-being. Many seniors believe that feeling isolated is just a normal part of aging, but that is completely false. Research shows that prolonged social isolation is as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It raises the risk of heart disease, weakens the immune system, and even increases the chances of developing dementia. When the brain lacks regular interaction, conversations, laughter, shared experiences, it begins to slow down, making memory loss and cognitive decline far more likely. Take Dorothy, for example. At 76, she gradually stopped reaching out to friends, convincing herself they were too busy with their own lives. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and before she knew it, she was spending most of her time alone, with only the TV for company. Her energy faded, her mood darkened, and she struggled to find joy in things she once loved. But then she made a choice to reconnect. She picked up the phone and called an old friend. She joined a local book club. She invited her grandchildren over more often. And the result? A complete shift. She felt happier, more energized, and even noticed her memory improving. Another common mistake? Relying only on family for social interaction. Of course, family is important, but expecting them to be your sole source of companionship can lead to frustration and disappointment. Loved ones have their own lives, and building a broader network, friends, neighbors, community members, ensures that you never feel alone, even when family is busy. And here's the thing: staying connected has never been easier. Yet, many seniors avoid technology, thinking it's too complicated. But in reality, simple tools like video calls, social media, or even voice messages can make a huge difference, especially when in-person visits aren't possible. Learning these skills isn't about keeping up with trends. It's about making sure you aren't left behind in an increasingly digital world. The best part? It's never too late to reconnect. Whether it's joining a club, volunteering, attending community events, or simply making a habit of calling a friend once a week, every small step counts. You don't need a packed social calendar. You just need meaningful connections that keep your mind sharp, your heart full, and your life engaged. If you're still watching and this message resonates with you, comment number 2 below so I know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Your support allows us to keep creating powerful content to inform and inspire. Now, let's move forward. Number 3. Resisting change. One of the biggest mistakes people make as they age is refusing to adapt, whether it's to new technology, shifting lifestyles, or evolving social norms. Many seniors dig in their heels, believing they shouldn't have to change after decades of living a certain way. And honestly, that feeling is understandable. Change can be uncomfortable. But here's the truth: refusing to adapt doesn't stop the world from moving forward. It only makes life more frustrating, more isolating, and often more difficult than it needs to be. A common belief is that modern technology is just for young people. But in reality, learning how to navigate today's digital world isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. Whether it's using a smartphone, managing online banking, or making a simple video call, these aren't just nice-to-have skills anymore. They're becoming essential. Seniors who reject even basic technology often find themselves left out of important conversations, struggling with everyday tasks that could be simplified, or even at a higher risk for scams because they don't understand how things work. Just look at Albert. At 78, he refused to use a smartphone, swearing that his old flip phone was good enough. But as time passed, he realized he was missing out. His grandkids were chatting in group messages he couldn't join. His bank required online access for certain services, and simple conveniences, like ordering groceries, seemed out of reach. Eventually, he decided to give technology a chance. With just a little patience, he learned how to text, make video calls, and even shop online. And before he knew it, he wasn't just keeping up, he was enjoying the benefits. What started as reluctance turned into something that made his life easier, richer, and more connected than ever before. But it's not just technology. Many people resist change by clinging to old habits, even when better options are available. This could be something as simple as refusing to adjust their diet for better health, ignoring modern safety upgrades at home, or dismissing new medical advice just because that's not what they were told years ago. The mindset of, "this is how I've always done it," can be dangerous, especially when smarter, safer, and more effective choices exist. Change also affects relationships. Younger generations have different ways of communicating, different lifestyles, and different perspectives. Instead of pushing back against these differences, being open to them can strengthen connections rather than create distance. Many seniors find that once they stop expecting the world to be the way it used to be and start embracing the way it is, they feel more included, less frustrated, and happier overall. Number 4. Mismanaging finances. One of the most devastating mistakes people make in old age is failing to manage their finances wisely. Many assume that once they retire, money matters less, especially if they have savings or a pension. But the truth is, financial mismanagement can turn what should be a comfortable, stress-free retirement into years of struggle, dependence, and worry. Seniors often fall into the trap of thinking their money will last forever, only to realize too late that medical bills, inflation, and unexpected expenses are draining their savings faster than expected. It's not just about having money, it's about making sure it lasts. Even those who were financially stable in their younger years can find themselves struggling if they don't adjust their spending habits to match their new reality. Take Richard, for example. At 72, he retired comfortably, spending freely on travel, gifts for his grandkids, and eating out regularly. He felt like he deserved to enjoy life, but by the time he reached his late 70s, his savings were running low. Medical expenses piled up, and he had no plan for long-term care. Suddenly, he had to rely on his children for financial support, something he never wanted. If he had managed his finances more carefully earlier on, he could have maintained his independence and peace of mind. Another common mistake: stopping financial planning after retirement. Many seniors assume they no longer need to think about budgeting, investments, or financial adjustments. But the reality is, managing money is a lifelong process. Keeping track of expenses, understanding future healthcare costs, and planning for long-term care can prevent financial crises down the road. And let's not forget scams. Seniors are prime targets for fraud, whether it's phone scams, email phishing, or fake financial advisors looking to drain their life savings. Many seniors grew up in a more trusting time, and scammers know this. Learning how to spot scams, avoiding unsolicited financial offers, and having a trusted family member or advisor review big financial decisions can help protect against devastating losses. At the end of the day, financial security in old age isn't about being rich, it's about being smart. Creating a clear budget, watching unnecessary spending, and planning for future expenses can help ensure that your money lasts as long as you do. And remember, it's never too late to make changes. Even small financial adjustments today can mean the difference between stress and security later on. Number 5. Ignoring mental growth and purpose. One of the most overlooked but life-changing mistakes people make in old age is giving up on personal growth and losing their sense of purpose. Many seniors assume that once they retire, it's too late to learn, set new goals, or contribute to the world. But the truth is, having something meaningful to look forward to, whether it's a hobby, a passion, or a new challenge, is essential for staying mentally sharp, emotionally fulfilled, and even physically healthy. A common misconception is that mental decline is inevitable with age. While aging does come with changes, the brain remains capable of learning and adapting throughout life. The real danger isn't age, it's inactivity. When seniors stop engaging in stimulating activities, the brain slows down and cognitive decline is more likely. Studies show that those who continue learning, whether through reading, solving puzzles, or picking up new skills, are far less likely to experience this decline. Take Linda, for instance. At 70, she used to be an active and curious person. But after retiring, she found herself spending most of her days watching TV, feeling like her best years were behind her. Over time, she became more forgetful, lost interest in conversations, and felt disconnected from life. But then she decided to take an art class at a local community center, something she had always wanted to try. Within weeks, she felt a renewed sense of purpose. Her mind sharpened, and she even made new friends along the way. Another big mistake is failing to find a reason to get up in the morning. After years of work, raising families, and managing responsibilities, many seniors feel lost once these roles fade away. Without a sense of purpose, boredom and depression can quickly set in. Finding a reason to stay engaged, whether it's volunteering, mentoring, gardening, or writing a book, creates structure, motivation, and fulfillment in daily life. Some seniors avoid trying new things because they fear failure or think it's too late. But the truth is, age has nothing to do with learning something new. Some of the most inspiring stories come from people who started new careers, learned new languages, or took up hobbies in their 70s, 80s, or even 90s. Growth doesn't stop when you reach a certain age. It stops when you decide you're done trying. Staying mentally active and having a sense of purpose doesn't just improve mood, it impacts longevity, cognitive function, and even physical health. People who continue to challenge themselves, stay curious, and find new ways to contribute to the world live happier, more fulfilling lives. No matter your age, your mind is still capable of growth, and your life still has meaning. The key is to keep moving forward, keep learning, and never believe your best days are behind you. If this resonates with you, comment number 5 below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a video that helps you continue to grow and thrive. Keep going strong. Final thoughts. Now that we've covered these 5 life-altering mistakes, take a moment to reflect on which ones might be affecting your own life or the lives of those around you. Aging is not just about getting older. It's about making choices that will determine whether your later years are filled with joy, purpose, and independence, or frustration and regret. The good news is, avoiding these mistakes doesn't require drastic changes. Small adjustments in how you approach your health, relationships, mindset, and finances can make a big difference in your overall well-being. If you've been neglecting your physical health, now is the time to prioritize movement, eat well, and stay on top of checkups. If you've been isolating yourself, make an effort to reconnect with old friends, build new relationships, and embrace technology to stay engaged. If you've been resisting change, remind yourself that adapting doesn't mean losing who you are. It means giving yourself the tools to stay independent and connected in this rapidly changing world. If finances have been a concern, take proactive steps to ensure security, cut unnecessary spending, and protect yourself from financial pitfalls. And if you've lost your sense of purpose, start small. Pick up a book, try something new, or find a way to contribute your wisdom and experience to the world around you. The choices you make today will shape the quality of your life in the years to come. It's never too late to take control, make better decisions, and ensure that your later years are some of your best years. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.